Rasûlullah, together with 12,000 heroes, after departing from Medina on the 10th day of Ramadan, conquered Mecca on Thursday, the 20th of Ramadan, in the 8th year of the Hijrah. On the following day, Friday, when reciting the khutbah, he had a black turban around his blessed head. After staying 18 days in Mecca, he went to Hunain. He used to let the end of his turban hang down. He used to say, "The turban distinguishes Muslims from disbelievers." It was his habit to wear various clothes. When ambassadors from foreign countries came, he would adorn himself. That is, he would wear valuable and beautiful clothes and expose his beautiful face. Formerly, he used to have a gold ring, but later he wore a ring with an agate. He used his ring as a seal. Muhammadan Rasûlullah was written on his ring. In all four madhabs, it is not permissible for men to wear gold rings. His bed was made of leather, filled with date tree shredding. Sometimes he slept on this bed, and sometimes on leather laid on the ground, on a mat, and sometimes on dry soil. He laid on his right side, putting his blessed palm under his right cheek. Rasûlullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not accept zakat, and he did not eat such things as raw onions or garlic, and he did not recite poems. Rasûl Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born in Mecca in the Hijri year 571 on a Monday night, i.e. the night that it was between Sunday and Monday, and which was the night following the 11th and previous to the 12th day of the month of Rabiul Awal, and which coincided with the 20th of April, towards the morning. Every year, Muslims all over the world celebrate this night as the Mawlid night. Everywhere, Rasulullah is remembered by reciting Mawlid Qasidas, or eulogies of Mawlid. The Sultan of Erbil, Abu Sayyid Muzaffar ad-Din Kukburi bin Zainuddin Ali, used to organize festivals on Mawlid nights and used to give gifts and presents. The beautiful character, benevolence, and good deeds of the Sultan is noted in detail in a history book by Ibn Khilligan on the 234th page of Hujjatullahi al-Alamin, and in a pamphlet entitled Mawlid-i-Sharif by Sayyid Abdul Hakim Yarawasi. Mawlid means the time of birth. Rabiul Awal means the spring. Our Prophet, after he had become the Prophet, used to lay very much stress on this night every year. The ummah of each Prophet had made the birthday of their Prophet a feast day, and this day is the Muslims' feast day. It is a day of pleasure and happiness. When Hadrat Adam a.s. was between soul and body, he, Muhammad, was the Prophet. Hadrat Adam and everything were created for his honor. His blessed name is written in Islamic letters on the Arsh, on skies and in heavens. His name, Muhammad, was given to him by his grandfather Abdul Muttalib. He had dreamt that Muhammad's name would be spread over the world and that everybody would praise and laud him. Muhammad means he who is praised much. Hadrat Jabrail's first coming and informing him of his prophethood, his leaving the city of Mecca for a hijrah, his setting foot in the village of Quba of Medina-i Munawwara, his leaving Medina for the conquest of Mecca, and his death all took place on Mondays. When he was born, it was discovered that his umbilical cord had been cut and that he had been circumcised. When he honored the earth with his presence, he raised his index finger and prostrated. Angels used to cradle him. He began talking in the cradle. It is said in the annotation Zarqani of Mawahib, when his parents Hadrat Abdullah and Hadrat Amina married, the former was 18 years old and the latter was 14 years old. Hadrat Amina passed away when she was 20. First, he was suckled by his holy mother for 9 days, then by Suwayba, a Jariyah of Abu Lahab, for a few days. Then Halima-i Sa'diya suckled him for 2 years. He stayed in the village of Bani Sa'ad bin Bakr for 2 years. Then, when he was 4 years old, he was brought to the city of Mecca. When he began to walk, he used to watch children play. He wouldn't join the playing. When he was 6 years old, his mother Amina passed away, and when he was 8, his grandfather Abdul Muttalib passed away. When he was 25 years old, he married Hadrat Hadija radiallahu anha. When he was 40 years old, in the month of Ramadan, on a Monday, he was in a cave on a mountain that was called Jabal-i-Hira and Jabal-i-Nur, and which was an hour's walk north of the city. The angel appeared to him, and he was informed that he was the prophet for all human beings and genies. First, Hadrat Jabrail came. Then, for 3 years, Hadrat Israfil kept coming to teach him. Yet Israfil didn't bring the Quran al-Kareem. Then Hadrat Jabrail began to come and conveyed all of the Quran al-Kareem in 20 years. Jabrail alayhi salam came to him 24,000 times. By comparison, he had descended to Hadrat Adam 12 times, to Hadrat Nuh alayhi salam 50 times, to Hadrat Ibrahim 40 times, and to Hadrat Moses alayhi salam 400 times, and to Hadrat Isa alayhi salam 10 times. He didn't manifest his prophethood for 3 years, and then with the command of Allah Ta'ala he declared it. When he was 52 years old, on the 27th night of the month of Rajab in Mecca, Hadrat Jabrail descended and took him from Masjid-i-Haram to Masjid-i-Aqsa in Jerusalem, and thence to the heavens. In this mirage, he saw Allah Ta'ala. On this night, the daily 5 prayers of namaz became obligatory. Please read the final page of the 5th chapter of the 2nd fascicle of Endless Bliss. When he was 53 years old, he migrated to Medina with a divine command. He left his house early in the morning on Thursday, the 27th of the month of Safar. He came to Abu Bakr Siddiq's house in the afternoon. After a short time, he and Abu Bakr left the latter's house together. They went to a cave on Mount Sawr, 5.5 kilometers southeast of Mecca. The way to this mount, which is 759 meters, or about 2,530 feet, above the sea level, was very rough. His blessed feet bled. They stayed in the cave for 3 nights and left it on Monday night. After a week's travel, they arrived in Quba, a village near Medina, on Monday, the 8th of Rabiul Awwal, which coincided with the 20th of September. It is written in the book of Tafsir entitled Baydawi that after staying here until the 23rd of September, the autumnal equinox, when day and night are of equal length, they spent the day here and left for Medina on the 12th of Rabiul Awwal, a Friday, arriving in the blessed city on the same day. Later, during the Caliphate of Umar al-Faruq, the first day of the month of Muharram of that year, which was 66 days before the Hijrat, became the beginning of the Muslims' Hijri Qamari calendar. That first day, according to historians, was in the year 622 Anno Domini. It is written in Ahmad Zia Bey's book Ilmi Hayat, printed in 1316 of the Hijra, or 1898 Anno Domini, that it corresponded with Friday, the 16th of July. The beginning of Muslims' Hijri Shamsi year, or Hijri solar calendar, is the day when he entered the village, Quba, which was the 20th of September. The first day of the year of 623 AD was in the first year of the Hijra solar calendar and lunar calendar. One solar year contains 365.342 days, and one lunar year contains 354.367 days. That is, 354 days plus 8 hours plus 48.5 minutes. He made war 27 times and 9 times of which he attacked as a soldier. Rasûlullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and other occasions occupied the rank of commander-in-chief, and he used 2 types of flags in his holy wars. His raya was black, his liwa, which was smaller, was white. We have already explained in the 29th chapter of the current fascicle that the banner of the Ottoman state was designed by Timurtash Pasha. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam passed away in the blessed city of Medina before noon on Monday, Rabiul Awwal, 12th, 11. That's 632, or 11th year of the Hijri, and 632 Anno Domini, or AD. He was 62 or 61 years old, depending on the calculations done by using the lunar calendar or the solar calendar, respectively. Without taking his holy shirt off, he was washed 3 times, was wrapped with a new white shroud folded 3 times, and was buried where his blessed soul was taken. Sewer-i Alam's, or Muhammad's, blessed eyes would sleep, but his blessed heart would not. He would go to bed hungry, but he would feel satiated when he woke up. He never yawned. His blessed body was luminous, and he never cast a shadow on the ground. Flies would not alight on his clothes, nor would mosquitoes or other insects suck his blessed blood. When he was made Rasûlullah, or Allah's messenger, by Allah Ta'ala, Satans could no longer ascend to heaven or steal news, nor could soothsayers any longer make predictions. If a person dreams of Rahmatan lil Alameen sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this person certainly has seen him, for the devil cannot assume the Prophet's guise. Sarwar-i Alam sallallahu alaihi wasallam is now alive in a life we cannot understand. His blessed body never rots. An angel stays in his tomb and informs him of the blessings which his ummat, or Muslims, invoke upon him. Between his pulpit and his blessed tomb is a place called Rawda-i Mutahhara. This place is one of the gardens of paradise. It is one of the greatest and most valuable acts of worship to visit his blessed shrine. He said, "My shafat is certain for him who visits my shrine."